Welcome back to Abuja. Standing by with me is Isa Aremu, a NEC member of the NLC. You're very welcome to the program, sir.
Very well, Ajuri, I want to say happy May Day. And to all your colleagues, I think you deserve a special pay today for working on a not-working day.
Well, I don't know about that, but certainly you have quite a lot going on today, Workers' Day. So many issues around the Nigerian labor movement. Let me ask you, on this day, how do you assess the progress of the Nigerian worker? Or lack of progress, rather?
Yeah, I think we talk of progress. We are very optimistic. I think for the fact that we are marking the 37th edition of the May Day today is very, very significant as a public holiday. You know, May Day started in 1981, declared by the then government of President Shehu Shagari. You know, but it started with two states then, of Kano and Kaduna, that's Balarabe Musa, you know. So for us to have marked successively, you know, May Day, I mean, that was also the signs of the fact that due to the efforts of the labor movement, labor has become an important critical factor in national development. And we have a day to mark it. I mean, what we are doing today, many countries are still battling to declare May Day. But you also know that May Day started actually in the United States in 1886. It was part of the struggle for 8 hours in a working day, which we've taken for granted now. Our founding fathers worked for 10 hours, 15 hours, you know, without pay. Many of them died at work. Today we talk of 8 hours working day. We talk of minimum wage. We talk of holidays. You know, you can go on leave. We talk of maternity for women. So there are a couple of Bill of Rights for the working people. Of course, we can discuss how far we have achieved this. I mean, what progress we've made in terms of improved working conditions. But you can't doubt the fact that trade union movement, you know, have made tremendous impact in defense of workers' rights.
You know, Mr. Aremu, that's something that would be under dispute by, you know, those who have watched the movement over time, particularly in recent years where we've seen this kind of rising trend of the political culture now moving its way into the labor organization movement when we talk about factions. Your labor movement has become divided. It's no longer just the one block NLC anymore. You now have the ULC. Has self-interest crept into your movement, and what effect is that having, if it's even there?
Yeah, I will address that, but let me also first of all look at the fundamentals. I think regardless of what you call factions or centers, I mean, we're all united on the need for improvement in the pay of the working people. Now the minimum wage negotiation is the fifth of such that we have signed since 1981. There are also vibrant collective agreements going on in all the respective sectors. Today we have close to 50 industrial unions that are affiliated to different centers. The visible one you see, like Nigeria Labour Congress, TUC, I mean, these are labor centers. You know, they are just coalition of industrial unions.
But the ULC broke out from somewhere.
No, I agree with you. But even at that, let me put it this way. We've just marked the 40th anniversary of Nigeria Labour Congress. And that's why this May Day is even more significant for us, because it's also the May Day for anniversary. Now, for us to have kept the movement with all the challenges, you know, this is a free, independent association, you know, in which we need to negotiate, we need to discuss, we need to debate up to 40 years. It's extremely very significant, you know, because before then, I mean, there used to be multiple centers, you know, before we arrive at one labor center. Of course, there are challenges, and I agree with you. I mean, you know, at this platform, we've discussed extensively what happened at the last Congress, but I want to assure you that it's work in progress. And more than ever before, we know that by the time NSC does anniversary at 50, our idea is that even both TUC and the NSC will have become one mega labor center, because capital is uniting. I mean, we don't have two manufacturing associations of Nigeria. There's only one. So if our class, I don't want to say enemies, our class friends are united as capital, management, employers, I mean, we don't have cause to get disunited. So what I'm saying is I don't think that should distract the attention. Whatever the centers are, today we are marking May Day, you know, nationwide. You know, I mean, we are going to have mass rally here in Eagle Square. It's taking place in all the 36 states of the Federation, local governments, the same way at the platform of the Nigeria Labour Congress. So what I'm saying here is that I think we need to, we see more bigger picture that to say that we have kept our unity in spite of all the challenges.
And comrade, this is one of the questions that comes up. When you look at the ability in many ways of the labor movement to defend the interests of the workers, of course, is going to depend on its capacity to stay neutral and stay true to purpose. And that has come under question in recent times because you have a situation, for example, we know that a former very powerful labor leader, former president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, and a governor of Edo State formerly, is now in the running for national chairman of the ruling All Progressives Congress. But when he goes out to speak, or when he is unable to speak, he sends the current president of the NLC, Ayuba Waba, to represent him. Are there no concerns about neutrality and about blurred lines between politics and the defense of Nigerian workers?
Oh, no, I'm not, again, a jury. I think you need to be clear. Neutrality in what? First, we are not just factors of production as working people. We are not just to produce in the factories. We are citizens. Not only that, we are not just voting cows. You don't call us to vote when we can't be voted for. I mean, Nigeria Constitution is clear about that. We have freedom of association, freedom of political expression, including labor movement. We are free. I mean, and there's no, you can debate the quality of our politics. Where do we start?